In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Dear Lord Jesus, Heavenly Father, please seal my soul. Shield me, guide me, protect me in love and light. I rebuke all evil entities. I banish them back to their source, body and blood. Amen. Thank you. I am with Amber Bergen, and I'm looking for her dad. Chris Bergen, are you here? He goes like... I love his eyes. His eyes are very soft. I almost feel like I saw him with, like, facial hair. Not sure.
Yeah.
If he had it at one point.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Don't knock over the salt shaker. He's got man hands.
Yes, he does.
Holy shit, like, big old thick guys. He feels like a worker to me. I haven't really gone further into it. Like, he's physical. Like, he's the kind of guy that you would call to, like, fix something.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I see a black bag. This looks like a book bag. It looks like a, you know, like those purses that are like backpack style, like thin?
Yeah.
It looks like that, and it's got, alright, so it's a book bag, and then it's got like the little handle on top of it, like towards the back. I'm seeing black book bag. I just heard 7th grade, so I don't know if this is from that long ago. It's okay, I'm going to keep pulling. Chris. He's laughing about your houseplants.
I can't keep him alive.
Chris, can you give me one more thing, please? He said, I feel like he said, he brought forward a drink, like a rocks glass, and it's liquor, and it's on the rocks. I don't know if it's like scotch on the rocks or bourbon, some kind of liquor on the rocks. And he just like very slowly slid it forward. I see a lime. I don't think this is his. I see Applebee's. This feels like something that's connected to your work. Let me ask. Why are you showing me this? That rat bastard never tips. Spends all your time. Okay, so basically he's trying to tell me he's around you at work. He's seeing everything that you're going through, everything that you have to do. Did you say that? There's a smelly old man that's associated with this drink, whatever it is.
Okay.
Okay. You'll get it later, but like that's he's showing it to me now. Like he's like wants everything for free or wants everything discounted. Hey, it's too short of a pour. Da da da. So why are you bringing this up? I just want to let her know that she's surrounded by good people, and especially when she's feeling down and out, just know those people that you turn to, especially those 3, and then that one. Those are your rocks. Those are the ones that will always listen to you. Don't ever feel like you're talking their ear off or that. You're giving too much, like they're having to handle too much of your conversation. They were definitely put there to help you and support you. One of them has major mother issues. One of these 3 friends.
Okay. Yep.
He goes, she is your saving grace.
All right.
He says in the future there's going to come a time where you're going to feel like you're going to have to fall back on somebody. Know that she's the one that you can always count on and go to, whether she bitches and complains. She has a she got a little nasty character, like a little spice, little bitch to her.
Yeah.
He's saying that's your girl. All right. Going to go back for a second. All right, Chris. I don't know if this is something that I went to go start over to ask for a message, but I didn't get to. He's showing me something cute. It looks like, I don't know if this is something you've watched recently on your phone or something, or one of your daughters. It looks like a cute little dog walking, but the front paw and the back paw opposite, like lift and then go like this, and then go like this, and then go. So it kind of looks like a dancing dog, but it's real. It's a real dog.
Okay.
He's just showing it to me, so I always say what I see because it'll be for you after. All right, let me see if I can start over. All right, Chris Bergen, is there a message that you would like to give to your daughter, Amber Bergen? Yes, I would let her know that I love her and that she's the absolute best. She already knows that I would do anything for her. I already bent over backwards. He goes, I'm not like I used to be. I heard Charlie Horse, has he said that?
Okay.
He says simply, you always knew the place in my heart that you where you were, but I don't really think you knew deep down inside. I always had trouble expressing my emotions. I was the man. Okay?
Yeah.
He goes, the things that you would daydream, a father would say to you that I never really could, doesn't mean that my love wasn't as real for you as it was. I hear him grunt like, like,
Yeah, like it's hard.
go further. I want you to know that you can do anything that you want to do. I don't care what anyone says. If there's something that you want to do, I want you to go out and do it. He goes, these people aren't even saying anything out loud. It's all in your head, like you're building up stories, like you're playing out the scene before it even happens. He goes, stop doing that. He says, you deserve everything that's coming to you, everything that you want. I need you to know that you can have it. I know that you've been through a lot in life. I know that everyone's trying to throw you curveballs, and that's only because they're insecure. They hate their lives. They've got major issues. I heard co-parenting softly.
Yeah.
He says, those kind of men are a dime a dozen. You're a stand-up woman. You always have been, you always will be, with or without children. He goes, at the end of the day, you're the way maker. You're the mover and you're the shaker. They can try to cut you off at your legs, but it doesn't matter. You're still going to keep plowing. Everything hard that you've gone through, know that it is in the past and that you don't have to deal with it in the future. You need to flip your point of view and all the chaos and bullshit that you've been through, that people have intentionally put you through, and know that you come out stronger on the other side instead of wallowing and trying to not be afraid or have fear over what the next thing clowns are going to do to you. He says this has just simply sharpened your mind, and you need to look at it as that. You're not feeble, you're not weak, you're not wounded. He goes, you simply have another scar, another notch in the belt. He goes, so let it be just that. What did you say that? Something about Titanic. Again, it's a reference. You'll go back and laugh. I heard drunken Titanic.
Okay.
You were very young. I want to say like between 6 and 9.
The Titanic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to ask him any questions?
I don't know. I thought about this before you called, and I didn't know I needed to have any prepared. I don't really think so. Just know that he's okay.
Let me ask. Chris Bergen, can you answer your daughter's question? What? I don't know if you guessed. He goes, hell yeah, I'm okay. Just like that. Like, go further. He goes, unimaginably. He goes, man, he goes, I'm not going to lie. He goes, on my way out, I was down, I was out. He goes, I don't really show it that much. He goes, might have got a little out of me. He said it just like that. He goes, I swallowed my pride and I kept everything in. He goes, man, if you could have been inside my head. He goes, everything's broken, everything's busted, nothing's working. He goes, man, it hurts to bend over. Talking about like running out of breath as he's like trying to bend over.
That's how he felt before he passed?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Go further. Even though he was older, he says, I heard him say, I was in a dilemma, something that would feel as such as a midlife crisis. No, he wasn't in a midlife crisis. This is what he kept within, that he did not really talk about. He says, man, he goes, you know that feeling when, did he have like a twang or something? Because he's just sounding twangy to me.
Not really.
Okay.
No.
He's like coming, it's not strong country, but it's almost like very charismatic, if you will. Chipper, the way he's talking, like he's very like, he's not sassy even, just he's very charismatic.
Yeah.
He goes, you know that feeling when you could be in a crowded room and you look around, everybody knows your name, but you never felt so damn alone in your life?
Yeah.
That's how he's saying he felt. He's the kind of guy who just let things roll off his shoulder, especially when it comes to like emotional ties, things like that. He says he just really got lost in his head about feeling like there wasn't anything real, raw, and secure between him and people the way that he had imagined it to be. Did you? I feel like he's saying that he's been stabbed in his back too many times in his life.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama going on with, and then his mom. He had to take care of his mom. I guess nobody else really would. He felt obligated, so that's what he was doing in his last years.
I feel like there was either 3 of them, 3 siblings. Like he was one of 3, or
there was 6 total. There was 3 that was alive before my dad died.
Okay, that's what he's trying to bring through. Why that number? Those are the only ones who showed their face.
Yes, those are the only ones that were alive, yes.
Okay. They were greedy, he's saying.
One of them is. One of them's a baby that takes everything from my grandma.
Chris, what is the most important thing that Amber needs to know right now? He goes, you are loved, of course. If you don't like... What? If you don't like the plate that's being served up to you right now, you need to get up off your ass and do something about it. He's laughing. He goes, but I am serious.
Yeah.
Hold on. What else? Right now, more than ever, you need to lay low in regards of who you're having conversations to about what it is that you truly want in life. There are a lot of people that don't want you happy.
Okay.
Hold on. I heard naysayers. Is this around that? It's around the father of your kids, child. I'm sorry, but he's a punk. Like, is it? Yeah. All right. So this man talks shit about you all the time. Okay.
To everything.
To
Yeah,
everybody. So these people are already sending you negative energy. If you've ever listened to how I tell you to manifest, someone who thinks negative thoughts, it hits you badly, and it gets on your energy and it makes blockages. It's hard to manifest that way. So he's basically telling you, screw them. Don't pay attention. Don't feed into it. But do know that there is fuckery around you. Just even in the sense of negative thoughts. Manifest in silence. The things that you want. He says he doesn't want you. You're like at a plateau. You're surviving. Yes. You're alive, but you're not thriving and living. He wants more for you. The things that you want to do. The things that you need to do. I feel like he showed me like a beach trip, like a road trip, beach trip kind of thing. Like, you need to get to the point where you have extra, where you can just go get away because you really do deserve a break, he's saying.
I do. You're right. I don't get it.
He says you're doing the work of 5 people, and you're not designed that way. He'd rather have you take a break than get a breakdown.
Yes.
So, he keeps showing me pasta, all different kinds of noodles. This is like the fifth time. So when they do that, it's something you either ate recently or it's something that he loved to eat. There's some kind of...
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. My memory is shepherd's pie. That has no pasta but mashed potatoes.
He showed... it looks like penne.
Mm-hmm.
Penne noodles. It's okay. I just say what I see.
Yeah. This is going to sound strange, but I feel like I have to just ask. Am I going to die soon? That's wild and rampant, I know, but...
No, nothing. All right, come on. Look at what I'm doing right now. Do you think I judge what's wild and weird? Let me ask. Chris, what is your perspective on that question of Amber? Scared, in denial of self-acceptance, being alone, never wanted to live life this way, never saw yourself living the life this way. It's an inadequate, I can't get the word he's saying, inadequate feeling that has been self-imposed. It's subconscious to you, the pain that you're actually really in, of how strong you've always had to be, and had to do everything basically alone, led off of empty promises. So, is it that? It's like a panic attack.
Yes.
Energy. And you do feel like you're about to die when you have those. You're on the brink of one. You've actually had 2 before. I don't know if you have actually been like, that is what has just happened to me. Where you feel like the world's just gonna fucking stop. You're like, hard to breathe. Can't, just in your head, like spinning, can't think. Pause. Tunnel vision, if you will. How do we soothe this? Okay, so he's talking about counseling. It doesn't have to be like real counseling. Shit, you can talk to me, okay? I counsel. I do it for free. It feels like you're okay with your mom now, but once upon a time, you guys were not good whatsoever. And
absolutely.
A lot of what you carry, like in the back subconsciously, stems from the heartache and the pain. I heard deviation that existed between the 2 of you. Like, your mother was very mean to you. He says that you took it to heart, you took it to soul. He goes, as anyone should. It made you feel weak. her volatile anger energy made you feel weak. And you just suppress it. You didn't know what to do with it. You don't have time to stop. You don't have time to stop. You don't even have time for yourself. All of it is being pent up, he said. It plays out emotionally as anxiety. Where will it go down the road physically if she doesn't seek? You would never do that. Okay, he said basically stuck in a box mentally because you would feel like you want to die. But there is no way that you could ever do anything like that because you have your kids. You have a lot on your plate. There's no option. So basically you would just be living hell every day until you get help, and it will reach that point. The brink of the explosion, if you don't get help now, would be 5 months out.
What does that mean, the brink?
5 months out, if you don't talk to somebody and help you break down the shadow work and digging deep and healing, forgiving, releasing, if you don't do anything and you just keep running like you have been for years, 5 months out, you're gonna shatter emotionally. Kind of like, can't go to work for a week, can't move, I'm done. Like,
I actually didn't go to work all week this week. All week this week.
Severe deep depression.
Yeah.
To where you don't want to do anything. You don't want to bathe, you don't want to cook, you don't want to eat, you don't want to clean, you just like barely just do it because somebody depends on you. That's it. I heard hospitalization, and it would be more of like, because you're just like this sitting there like nobody's there. 5 months.
Gotcha.
5 months from now, if you don't get help. Chris. Okay. Anything else that Amber needs to know right now? You have 2 kids?
Yes, both girls.
He said give them girls a kiss for me. The young? Both. He goes, the first one's wild, and he's cracking up. He goes, even in your darkest days, even when you feel so depressed and down and out, and you're so frustrated with these kids, he goes, you gotta remember that the apple don't fall far from the tree. He's cracking up right now. He's just saying it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. He says the most important thing that you need to do right now is that you need to feel. You need to be able to feel. He says, don't worry about me. He goes, just enjoy the memories and everything that we have had together. I want you to be better than me. If you could do anything for me, I want you to rise above and be better than me. Do the things that I can never do. He goes, the things I never thought of. He goes, which is mostly why I never did. He admits that he was stuck in his own world. Things had to be just so. He goes, and that's how I liked it. He says, you're more expansive than that. He just keeps saying, don't worry about me, don't focus on me. He goes, I'm always with you. Hold on. Does a fork get stuck in a drawer? Alright, so like, you know how like a fork will like shift and like it's hard to like pull open the drawer, or like forks fall or something like that?
Are we talking about a fork specifically?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I get stuck in my kitchen drawer. My front door just would not open. It caused both doors to not open. Like, we couldn't open it from the outside or the inside just the other day.
Okay. It feels like he admitted to the drawer.
Okay.
He's messing with you. They do that.
Oh, that was him?
Yes, they do that to show you. Chris, is there anything else that you do to let Amber know that you are around? Do you ever get whiffs of like bad smells and you're like, what the fuck is that? But like there's really nothing to.
Not really, but kind of maybe.
Okay, so I'll be honest, I don't need to smell that. It almost smells like a fart or like just like something rotten, okay? That's him.
Oh my god. So every time I smell something rotten, I kept it on Dad.
It's him. Like he's like crop dusting you, he's trying to tell me. I've never had a spirit do or say that. That's great.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Because I give you something to laugh about.
Yeah.
I see this candy he's unwrapping. It's a chewy candy. It's rectangle. It's kind of, like you untwist it to open it.
Yeah.
Different flavors, like fruit flavors, perhaps. I want to say taffy, but I'm not really quite sure. It's definitely
It's chocolate covered cherries. That was his favorite. I'd get it every year for Christmas.
yeah, because you like go like that to like open them up. He presented that to me.
Aw.
Umbrellas that have like the duck head on them, like a wooden duck head. I just got like a quick glimpse of one of those as well. It feels like work, like something that would be at Applebee's.
I wouldn't know that one right away. Ask
okay.
him if I'm doing. I don't even know that he would say that if he really felt that way, but if I should be doing something different with these girls than their traumas and all that shit.
He cut you off and said, "Fuck no."
Okay.
I didn't get to really go into it. Chris, can you answer that more thoroughly? At the end of the day, you're mom. Do not forget. He goes, "You are mom," like that. He goes, "What you do, what you say, goes. However you want to raise these kids, that's you." He goes, "Look behind you. Everything behind you is because of you. You're the one who's reared these kids. Nobody else. However you see fit, whatever it is that you think needs to be done, however you're addressing an issue, issuing what? Issuing what? Something about defiance. Issuing punishment and regulation," he said. Okay, for their defiance, he says, "You do what you do as you see fit." He goes, "Stop listening to the voices in your head." He says, "You are your own worst enemy." He goes, "You are more than enough. You are doing more than enough. You've always done more than enough. Half the things these kids have, I don't even know how the hell you get that for them."
Yeah. They're spoiled. For sure.
He goes, "You're doing a great job." He goes, "That's the other thing." He goes, "You're doing a great job. I know that there's no one there to really tell you that, but I need to tell you that you're doing a great job." He goes, "I know it's something so simple. So simple for someone to utter such a phrase like that, but if we go without hearing it, it can really destroy us."
Oh yeah, for sure. It is already. Ask him what he wants me to do with all these trucks and shit. All these tools and shit. What the fuck am I supposed to do with them? What does he want me to do with them?
He wants you to sell them, but he wants you to do the research.
Yeah.
He says you can make a fortune.
Okay.
He says, "Do your research." He goes, "And just because you're a woman, don't let anyone swindle you down."
Yeah. So Caitlyn's driving the one truck, and I put a lot of money into it. I mean, I put your little protection oil that you made me in there too. So, because I don't know what the hell any of it's wrong with it. Hopefully it's good, and I know that he'll protect all of us. Also, that John Deere, am I supposed to keep that? I feel like there's a sentimental situation, and I don't know if I'm supposed to keep it.
He goes, "Shit, I can't use it." Just like that. He said, he goes, "Do what you want to do what you need to do. If you want to keep it, keep it. If you want to get rid of it, it's a cushion."
Gotcha.
He goes, "I couldn't give you as much as I would have wanted to." He goes, "But do what you can do with the things that you have." He says, don't feel like my thoughts are holding you back." He goes, "Again, I can't use it." He goes, "I can't take it with me." He goes, "If there's anything that I have could alleviate you in any way, shape, or form, use it how you will." He's pushing vacation.
I need to take a vacation.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds great.
He says, "Sell some shit and take a break."
What does he want me to do about Grandma?
He goes, what can you do?"
Exactly.
He's laughing. Stubborn.
I've tried. She's not responding.
He goes, "That woman is stubborn as hell." He goes, "Where you left her is where you'll find her. How you left her is how you will find her. Day in, day out." He goes, "She's very stuck in her ways. She's very precise with everything, how it has to be, how she views everything." He goes, "You can't change that at this point." He goes, "Don't lose touch with her. Even if it's a high thinking of you. She's depressed too.
Yep.
She won't talk about it."
Nope.
She don't like to cry, he's saying.
She don't.
Mm-mm.
She don't.
He's quoting her, crying is for the weak.
Oh.
The hell is she raised on? That's me joking.
Yeah, no, I know.
She has abandonment issues, too.
She's watched 3 of her kids die. 1 committed suicide. She found my dad. Been through 4 husbands, all seen them die. Chick's she's 90, but yeah, she's fucking still all there and ornery as hell. Just a bitch when she wants to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what my dad had to deal with all by himself pretty much for the last 10, 13 years, 15 years.
He goes, enough to make you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Alright, is there, I got 5 minutes left. What else do you want to ask him?
If there's anything that he wants me to tell my brother or the girls or my mom, if it's nice.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Chris,
If it's not nice, I won't tell her, but.
right. Chris Bergen. Is there anything that you would like to say to your son? Shit or get off the pot.
Okay.
Hold on. The best advice that I could give you is to not do anything that you did the day before.
Okay.
He says do something more with your life. It's all about values.
Is that literally talking about yesterday?
He goes talking about that forever.
Talking about literally what I just did yesterday? Or in general?
This is to your brother, right?
Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't know we were staying on my brother. Okay.
You said a message for your brother. This message is for your brother.
Shit or get off the pot and don't do what you did yesterday.
Shit or get off the pot. Don't do anything tomorrow that you've done the day before yesterday, so in the past. He's talking about he needs to change his perception, how he values people. This is for your brother. Hold on. It's about respect. The way that he's talking about morals and respect. How he treats people, even in his mind. He says he sees the way that your brother views people. He goes, it's not that great. He goes, he's not so righteous.
Okay.
It feels like I deserve, I'm better, even though I don't really do much.
Okay.
I'm just the phone. Just the phone. No one get mad at me.
Okay.
To the girls, Chris. He goes, you better mind your mama. It's his first thing out. He goes, you don't know how lucky you ladies are to have something so beautiful and so great in your life, the way that she cares about you. I know that she seems a little harsh sometimes, but she's only doing that because she's looking out for what's best for both of you. You need to understand everything that she does day in, day out. She doesn't need to show you. She doesn't need to prove to you. But let her go without a job and watch all of the things fall away from you. You need to understand the roof over your head, the food in your mouth, the toys, the clothes on your back, all the gadgets and gizmos that you have. She works hard for that. She busts her butt for that so that you can have these beautiful things. Stop whining. When she nags at you, when she tells you to do something, do it. Stop staying up late.
Yeah, right.
He goes, mommy needs a break too. He goes, you need to give that to her. He goes, stop sassing back. Is the older one? She's got to be old enough. He said something like, stop being boy crazy.
No, the oldest one is the most chillest one. It's the youngest one that is wild and boy crazy.
14 or something? Who's like the
15?
Okay.
She just turned 15.
That's the one who is boy crazy.
Yeah, wild and stubborn and just.
He says, cut that shit out.
Privileged. Yeah, she needs some check.
Okay, and then for Amber's mom, start over. None of it's nice. Can you just say it in a nicer way?
Oh, God.
He goes, I put up with you the best I could. There.
Okay, we'll just go with that. That's fine.
I won't say. I don't want to say the things he said. Just not on a recording. I'll tell you in a second. But all right, well, let me thank him and see if there's anything else. Chris.
Yeah, I love you, Dad. Tell him that for sure.
He goes, I love you. He cut you off. He's doing that. Chris Bergen, thank you so much for coming through. Is there anything else that you would like to say before you go? Let her know that I'm always around her. That I can hear her whenever she talks to me. You don't even need to do it out loud. You can call me anytime you want. I'll show up. I'll try to be there the best I can and send you signals. Something about cutting grass, cut the grass, smelling grass, something about grass.
He cut grass. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
That's the last thing he did. Yep.
Okay. There's like the period at the end of the sentence where I said what I said and I mean it. I will be there for you, okay? I heard water dripping. So if he's messing with your sinks or like if there's like a little water dripping where it's like, what the hell? Boop, you know? He's playing with your water. Okay. Thank you, Chris. You may go. Okay.